Okay, time's up. Okay, now you can carry on doing it's okay. But you need to be aware, okay, that you are taking more time than necessary. So during exam time, if you take more time for basic questions, you need to know that you need the portion of time for the back will drop. Okay, so one thing for sure is these basic items you need to be accurate and in okay speed. You don't need to be super fast, but you need to be in steady and confident speed. Now the goal is to try in an exam time to complete the basic questions with confidence and ease, deal with some challenging work problems, and feel that you can solve some good work problems. Okay? Now, so the not very good thing is you will not want to experience that you didn't even finish flipping the whole exam paper. That means you don't have time to look through the whole exam paper. That is not very desirable. Okay, now here's a chance for the first bonus mentors. May I know if you have anybody here have written a little note box of reminder, such like, for example, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meter, 1 liter equals to 1,000 milliliter, and 1,000 milliliter is 1,000 cubic centimeter. And then 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So may I know if anybody wrote 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters? How many or anybody wrote 1 liter equals to 1,000 milliliter equals to 1,000 cubic centimeter? How about 1 kilogram equals to 1,000 grams? Please write it now. And start having the good habit of reminding yourself little notes. So that when you are checking today in the exam, okay, you know what to look out for. You can finish the problems. If you have more time, you go back to check and make sure you didn't get any conversions wrong. So those of you who raised up your hand just now, you get bonus mentors already. Okay, next flavor. You can come and here and take. For the notes. No. I'm talking about the notes of conversion. Okay, then we are talking about I did the working for conversion. Okay? Now, let's say if I write notes for conversion, do I get the mentors? Then I can say if you don't write the working, you get scolding. Because working is to be expected. Your brain is not a calculator. No, your brain is a calculator. But I cannot see what's in your brain if you don't put your brain working on paper. Maybe your brain is better, which most of you, your brain is a better calculator than a calculator itself. But honestly, you don't write workings, I cannot see. Okay, your calculator is too virtual. I need it to be here. So for 25, and then the extra note, may I know if anybody wrote down from bigger to smaller unit, what was 13? From bigger unit to smaller unit, what do I do? From bigger unit to smaller unit, multiplication. From smaller unit to bigger unit, divide. Okay, anybody wrote these notes down? Okay, very good. Then you get a mentors as well. You can come and take. Now, so from bigger unit to smaller unit is multiplication. From smaller unit to bigger unit is division. So from smaller unit to bigger unit is division. So 25 divided by 100. The answer should be 0.25. From bigger unit to smaller unit, I have 10. Then 0.2, I have 1, 2. So I multiply. So it will be 1020 centimeters. From bigger unit to smaller unit times 120 meter. From 45 grams, smaller unit to bigger unit divide. 0.045 kilograms. From smaller unit to bigger unit, 30 divide by 1000, 0.030 or 0.03. Bigger unit to smaller unit times bigger unit to smaller unit times smaller unit to bigger unit divide 26.1 or 26.100, they mean the same thing. Okay, now anybody here first one step already? Okay, write it down, notification, mark it out in your handbook. Okay, mark it out in your handbook, one step already, all these questions. Now, by now you should realize the shortcut. If I'm multiplying, my decimal place is moving to the right. If I'm dividing, my decimal place is moving to the left. Yes? 0.03 and 0.030, is it the same? Yes. But if the only unit that I say that's very important to pay attention to is dollars, dollar sign. If it's 50 cents, it must have 0.50. The other reason why you need to pay attention to the decimal point is when we talk about rounding. Okay, moving on. Next page, go a bit faster. Page 99, 2 steps here. So I have 7.13, 1, 2, 3, 7130. Okay, then 93.4, 1, 2, 3. 1 liter, 1.4, oops, sorry. 1.4, 1, 2, 3. 33.3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one divide smaller unit to bigger unit, divide 1, 2, 3, 0.582. Smaller unit to bigger unit, divide 1, 2, 3, 2.468. Okay, one more step here, is all correct. Okay, now next one, last one, 4 questions here. Final step. 12 kilometers as it is. Then from 500, I must divide smaller unit to bigger unit, decimal point 1, 2, 3, 12.5. Okay, I have 60 meter, 60 point something from 50 centimeter, bring 1, 2, 60.15. Okay, I have 24 kilograms. I think 24 is each. The decimal point 0.05 times 1,000. 1, 2, 3. 50 grams. Okay, then 58 meter. Today, because the whole number is 0.004. 1, 2, 3, 4 milliliters. Please answer possible. Okay, if you have two careless mistakes, up to two, can two careless mistakes then forgive you. Okay, you get the stamp as well. But may I request that tomorrow you don't make careless mistake? Okay? Don't lose marks because of careless mistake. Don't lose marks because you forget. You need also. Okay. Next, moving on. Question 7. The table shows the number of words Peter and Ravi typed in 5 minutes. Find each boy's rate of typing in words per minute. Okay. Peter and Ravi type in 5 minutes. Each boy's rate of typing. Rate of typing is in words per minute. So in the end, my unit should be words per minute. In the end, my unit should be words per minute. Okay, very quickly, for Peter, I write here. For Ravi, I write it here. Peter, 5 minutes, write 180. Ravi, 5 minutes, right. By the way, Roshan, I have to say again for you, I marked your work multiple times and corrected it multiple times. Minutes in short form is MIN. Minutes in short form is NIM. Stop being lazy and write M only. M stands for meters. So in the exam time, if you refuse to write the short form of minutes properly or spell out minutes properly, and you continue to write M, sorry, there's minus half mark every time it appears as a wrong unit. Understand? Okay, I've said this many times already. You're still making the same mistake. For those of you who are also doing that, please remind yourself. Either do it as a good habit like what Sabrina does, she spell out the whole thing, but this is quite time consuming. I'm okay with you writing it short form, but please don't write M for minutes. M is for meters. Is that clear? Okay. 42 watt per minute. Thank you, Audi. Words per minute. Okay? So 1 minute will be 180 divided by 5. Can do? Then here 1 minute is also divided by 5. So you have 180 divided by 5 and 210 divided by 5. Able to do this by yourself? Moving on. I want to go through the harder questions. These are the ones that if it appears, please try to get 2 marks. It's only long division. Can divide? Okay? Okay, moving on. Moving on, skip. I'm going to skip the percentage questions, go to the rate. Yesterday, I did question 2 already for the work problems. I will move on, skip. Go through the question on question 106, 7, and 8. I believe you would have completed. I want to mark, let me see. Question 2 as well. I got through it yesterday. 106, I want to mark, okay, Tiffany's work. Page 106, question 7. Let me take a look at Tiffany's question. Answer. Well, most of us are just checking answers, right? You should have done. Thank you, Tiffany. Wow, very nice presentation. Very good. I should start giving prizes for neat work, right? Oh, outstanding work. Okay. Okay, that's Grace. I like this. That's Grace. Nice. Draw heart shape for you. A machine produces 1,200 cans of cat food in 8 minutes. How many cans does it produce in 1 minute? Oh, 1 minute. Okay. So 8 units is 8 minutes. Okay. And that's 1,200 cans. A reminder again, using good use of arrow, final step is an equal sign for this. This is good. Those of you who add in the front using equal, I remind you, make sure you put your equal sign at the right places. Okay? Right, I like how she present. You need 1,200 divided by 8. Let me check her working. 1, oh. Seems like there's some mistake though. The working here. Oh, but you just did it at a goal, is it? This doesn't work out, the long division. Right? It's not correct. So you need to be accurate in your long division also. Each step of the long division has a reason. It works through the places. And thereafter decide whether you need to continue for decimals. Okay, so this is important. Your long division working need to be correct. So you don't miss out each long division. So if, for example, if the question is not 1,200 divided by 8, it's just 12 divided by 8. Okay? Yeah, it will have a decimal place. So you don't jump to just go to the long division like that. Diligently go through the step by step. Oh, okay. Here. Then the few of us were still stuck at thinking remainder and then want to write one remainder for. This is only applicable to questions we're asking about how many left over. If I pack mentor suite, 12 mentors into a pack of 8. Any left over? Yes. How many left over? 4. Now, that is when you need such questions. But at primary 5, these such questions are not so common. Now, we'll need to go on to do the division. Put in the decimal point, add in the 0, put in the decimal point, add in the 0, bring it down, and you realize that the division continues. And sometimes, even when the division is not complete, you need to continue until the question tells you how many decimal places to stop. Understand? Tomorrow, decimals is also in the test. So you can expect yourself having to solve long division dot question. And remember how to do rounding. Do you remember how to do rounding? Okay, so I'm not going to go through that today. That one you revise that was on your own. I will revise on the other topics now. Okay, so, but not bad. I like what she's done here. It's neat and tidy. So 150 cans of pet food in 1 minute. Okay, next one. A total mass of 8 identical cans. Okay. So what she did here is 8 cans is 5.2 kilogram. You want to find 2 cans. I like the part about her putting the units in. Very nice. So what is the units is in kilograms because asking for the mass. Okay, according to here, 8 units, 8 cans is 5.2 kilogram. That's right. 1 unit she do the division. Okay, this time around her long division is done nicely. Very good. And this is correct. And then the long multiplication is also correct. So the answer is 1.3 kilogram. That's very good. Well done. Draw a star point. Oh, there's a shortcut for this question. Anybody? Yeah, come. Okay, Luke says he has a shortcut. Very nice. Oh, let's take a look at Luke's one. That's how he did it. From 8 cans, 5.2, he gets to 2 immediately by just dividing by 4. And then 1.3. So he only did one working. And that is excellent also. Very good. Okay? Okay, moving on. Let's look at question 9. Look at Tiffany's one still. Okay, yesterday she asked me this question. Now, here, over here. Yesterday I told her for this question, question 9, it's important to pay attention to how you show up the 7.5 kilometers. If I look at the way of how she wrote out the 7.5 kilometers, it looks kind of confusing. I cannot really see where's the starting. So here, if this is the starting point, at the starting point already did 1 kilometer. So it's very confusing actually. Yeah, it's a bit weird. And then there's this division here. I guess she wrote the division divide by 2 because she thought 7.5 kilogram. So divide by 2. However, that's correct. It's not how this statement is meant. Correct. So for every additional kilometer, so this half kilometer is included. Okay. Now, if I were to draw out a model, come Tiffany, thank you. Now, if I were to draw a model for this question, question 9. Thank you. All right. I will imagine this is the taxi. Taxi. Okay. And then the taxi is going to start at 0. Okay. The reach here. 1 kilometer mark. Reach here. 2 kilometer mark. Oh, that sound like Mario, right? 3 kilometer mark. 4 kilometer mark. 5 kilometer mark. 6 kilometer mark. 7 kilometer mark. 8 kilometer mark. Okay. However, Mr. Raja, he is stopping here. In the middle between 7 and 8 is 7.5 kilometers. Okay. Now the tricky part. According to this taxi fare rate, here shows first kilometer is $2.60. This is the first kilometer. So over here, it's gonna charge $2.60 for the first kilometer. Sometimes if you meet a Thai taxi, like before JQ close, right? Usually they start charging your ice skates in bigger block power, then charge by smaller blocks after that. You know that? Like you watch a movie is 2 hours, right? They only charge you like half an hour, half a little bit. Actually, yeah, very weird, right? So they usually charge you a chunk, right? You eat lunch, you go for a buffet. The first 4 hours you eat. Then after that, you exceed how much time they charge you a bit more. Okay, but never mind. If you ever encounter that, we'll see more examples next time. Okay, but this is one example of bridge, first kilometer. Sometimes may not be the first kilometer. It can be the first 2 kilometer, first 3 kilometer, first 4 kilometer. You know what I'm talking about? Right? So you need to be very careful to see. Okay, then here says every additional. Okay, every additional. So this is the next additional 0.50 Next additional 0.50 0.50 0.50 0.50 0.50 this one. Now, here's the tricky part. It says here, this is the limit for every additional kilometer. Now, in this case, he stopped here in between. This half kilometer is part of this. So remember we talked about the postage thing? No matter you're in between, they still charge you the same 50 cents. We had a toilet break at the start of the class. My lesson is ending in less than 15 minutes. Yeah, so this is the part that is confusing. No, you don't roll a dice, you use your brain and you think. What have we learned so far? What did we talk about part there of? What did we talk about additional kilometer? You don't guess, you think carefully. So in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 units of 50 cents. That gives me 7 times 50 cents, which is $3.50. Plus, don't forget to plus the first hour, $20, $2.60. So $2.60 plus $3.50 gives you $6.10. Okay. Okay, now this is what you need to do with brains. You gotta be very careful. Okay, understand now? I cannot say I take 50 cents and divide by half. Okay, that's if you meet a very nice taxi driver. Okay, we say halfway, I can don't charge you so much, I give you just a half. Okay? Yeah, but usually it will not be. Yeah. If there is a rate table, you will go according to the table. But nowadays many Grab and taxi drivers they are going by fixed rate, right? Or how long? Yes. Okay. Anybody has taken a car through an app before? Your parents take Grab, Gojek, okay, or Hitch, all right. Yeah, I think it's very expensive. Okay, now next one, move on. And who got correct for this one? Oh, that's not many. Yeah. We worried then. Okay, skip. We move on to the next question. I want to go through question 21 first. Okay, that before I go through any more questions, I go through 21 first. Okay, 21, and then the other question I want to go through is question 11. Okay, go a bit faster. I think question 11 will be quite fast. Okay, I'll go through question 11 first. 11 is faster. 108. The water flows from a tap at the rate. And you are talking because you are confident tomorrow you score well with it. Yeah, then better focus on focus. Now rate is given. The rate is 25 liter per minute. Okay. At this rate, at this rate, that means it's the same rate. This is the rate. At this rate is 25 liter per minute. How much water can be collected in 18 minutes? Okay, so I have A, 1 minute is 25 liters. So 18 minutes will be 25 times 18. Quite straightforward. The answer should be how much water? So A, this one, the units. Units. Okay, for A, that will be in liters. For B, ask for how long. So how long it probably be minutes or hours. Okay, the units are different. How long? How much time will it take? Okay, so 25 times 18. I hope you can work with your multiplication tables well. Okay, and then is it okay? And then you have liters. So A will be 450 liters. Is that correct? Okay. Then B says I have a container with a capacity of 200 B. The container of this has a capacity is 1 is so I need 200 liters, so times 200. Okay. Or like Samantha said, 200 divided by 25. Yeah, so if I do 200 divided by 25, right, I can do simplifying fractions. 5, 5. Divided by 5, 40. 40 divided by 8 is 40 divided by 5 is 8. 8 minutes. So I use the simplifying fraction method. Never use long division. But just now already here give me a clue. 25 times 8 is 200. Then 200 divided by 25. Okay, so you can write 200 divided by 25, or I express it as a fraction 400 over 35, then I do simplifying fraction it. It goes to here. Okay, done. Move on. Question 21. Okay, we end off with a long question. This in a test, usually there will be at least 2 to 3 long questions. Okay, now we will skip the percentage question, okay? Because percentage is not in the test. All right. Okay, here, please, it's such a long word problem. Please practice your race. A rectangular tank with 60 centimeter long. I can tell you for sure, volume questions will come up in exams and tests that involves rate. Okay, very certain about it. It was partially filled with water when it started out. Already has some water inside. Now, it was turned on to have more water flowing in. Okay, the tap was turned on to fill with more water. The water rate is 6 liters per minute. 6 liters per minute. It took 8 minutes to fill the tank completely. That means, right, the blank space here the shade in blue, there's the more water part. Do you understand? Then the last part asks, originally before the tap was turned on, what's the volume? Give your answer in liters. The final answer must be in liters. Very hard because the answer must be in liters. Okay? Okay, so looking at this question, first I know I have 8 minutes. 8 minutes is to fill that blue color part, that more water part. To get completely. So 1 minute is 6 liter. 8 minutes will be 6 times 8, 48 liter. Okay, now. So next step. So I want to know what is the gray color part. Okay, the one that before the tap turn on is the gray color part. So I need to have the full tank. When the tank is full, the volume, so this is 48 is you on the tap, the more water part, the extra part. Okay, the blue color part. Now, when the tank is full, the volume will be length times breadth times height. 60 centimeter times 50 centimeter times 30 centimeter. 90,000? Is it 90,000? 90,000 cubic centimeter. I convert to liters, which will be 90 liters. Very good. Is it easy or difficult? Moderate. Okay, okay. I would say also it's not exactly that difficult. Huh? So I know that I have the full tank. Now I have the more to get full part. So the gray color part is before the tap was on. The volume of water will be the full tank minus the extra. Okay, so 90 liter minus 48 liter. Okay, so you got answer 42 liter. Is it difficult? Quite alright, yeah. Now, boys and girls, do remember this conversion is important. Okay, you know how to do conversion, right? Okay, with that, I think we are more or less ready for tomorrow's test. The things that I didn't go through is for ratio and some decimal calculations. I think you need to revise on those on your own. Okay, especially ratio. All right. Okay, then tomorrow after this, I will start chasing you for your percentage. Your change already, yeah? We are starting a new chapter on average. Okay, no, for your test tonight, tomorrow, please spend some time tonight to revise. Oh, those of you who did the homework before you go, come and get your mentors. You can take two. Mm. I don't know. Two.